hopefully. Any more fucking frame rate drops like that, and I'm gonna have to like cancel stream night. Oh, is it just straight bad? Well, I'm going to continue my point from earlier is that we are not asking for fucking better. We're still buying garbage. Pokemon releases a new game. I do not care how good and fun it is to play. I care about it being a broken fucking mess that can damage my Switch. I do not care about the new form of Zorua. It is a cash grab to get people like Shadow to buy the game more and to drop money on unfinished products. You don't buy a fucking car that's engine is going to explode because they fucked up the coolant system. Ah! Can I just have good internet? I pay hundreds of dollars a month for good fucking internet. Hundreds of dollars a month. Just to get told, oh, we don't have any more connections for you. Fucking shit, Telus. Fucking shit. What's the point in paying money for a thing if they're never going to upgrade it, they're never going to do anything with it, but I need it to survive because this is my job. What's the point? Like, what's the fucking point here? I start the stream, error. I sit here, error. I move around, error. Because my internet is being throttled by our internet masters at TELUS. Because we're so fucking backwards over here in the West. The West, the greatest form of democracy, the greatest and freest nations in the world, is held hostage by a fucking internet company. Jesus Christ. Capitalism has failed. There's no innovation. There's just milk it. Capitalism is the greatest innovator. Nope. Socialism is the greatest innovator because we all work together to make better shit. I know my frame rates are dropping. You gonna tell me why? You wish to tell me about the frame droppings and why it is happening? No? I have nothing else going on in the background. I do not have Steam open. All I have is Discord open. I'm about ready to scream and lose my damn mind. But yeah, no, we're fucked as consumers because I'm gonna complain a little bit here. I'm sorry. Welcome to the venting stream. I'm pissed. What's going on with Pokemon? They're releasing DLC with features that should have been in the main game. But fuck you, we've hid them behind DLC. This is why Nintendo will never send me shit. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated with the gaming community. I'm frustrated with the world right now. I'm frustrated with life. And before you ask, I have started on the Hi-Fi Rush Shut stuff. I started a new save where I'm recording stuff left and right for everything else. So that way I can talk about it and give you guys something fun to watch while the world is burning around us. It is a bad day. Bad. Well, we'll get through the darker subjects first, and then we'll get to the more lighthearted topics. We're gonna start with Pokemon though, because that was the easiest. Now to the hard one, Aiden Ross. Any of you fuckers know who he is? Probably not, because you all live under a rock like me. But he's a piece of shit. He's a real piece of shit. A real work of art. If you call all rubbing shit on the walls who can't speak proper English, the language he was raised in properly. And by the way, he doesn't have anything going on with him. Like, as far as I'm aware, he has no learning disability, no nothing. He's just an idiot, like a literal fucking idiot. And people somehow follow him, and he now sucks the small, shriveled, whatever the fuck is in between Andrew Tate's legs. And he just opened up a new streaming service called, I don't remember what the fuck it's called. I think it's like Kick or something. But basically, it is a, I can show whatever the fuck I want streaming platform. He showed porn to minors. Yeah, very different Ross. No, Game Grumps Ross, absolute fucking angel, if a little bit of a sadomasochist. This Aiden Ross is a piece of fucking shit. Oh my god. Ladies, those who are of the feminine look, or whatever we dub as feminine, or whatever the fuck. Those who are able to give birth, as I will call you from now on. Except for those who can't give birth. Oh, there's really no winning here, is there? Yeah, this fucking idiot worships the fucking ground that Andrew Tate shits on, and opened up his own streaming service and showed porn to minors and got banned off Twitch. And is complaining that he got banned off Twitch. Femme presenting? Thank you. He's bitching about getting kicked off of Twitch for opening up his own streaming platform, showing porn to minors on that platform, being a racist son of a bitch who's been banned 8 other times, and is complaining that he is a victim. A victim of his own consequences. Because he's an idiot. So is this just what the right wing of politics has devolved into? Like, my fucking god? Like, we also had the creator of one of the most famous comics, Dilbert, just come out and say that black people are shit and racist. Because of a loaded fucking question from a survey asking, like, is it okay to be white? It's okay to be any skin color. What's happening here is that it's not an attack on white people. It's an attack on assholes and people being racist. And people who are shit being held accountable for their actions. This isn't an argument about your skin. Skin is irrelevant to the conversation. It only becomes relevant when it is a race attack. If it's a criticism on a society that was, yes, although it was raised up, yes, although that white-looking people did do a lot of damage to a lot of different cultures that were not white. Modern day problems is not that white people are being persecuted. We're not. Get over yourselves. White people have been in the fucking dominant chair for years. We still are. We're not the richest people in the world are white. It comes down to being a fucking cockhead. Yeah, of course all lives matter. But guess what? It's not all... Guess what? Our black communities, our black friends, our native communities, our native friends, our Asian communities, our Asian friends, our Jewish communities, our Muslim communities are all under attack because of those things. Because assholes, pieces of shit, like the Proud Boys, other assholes, the creator of Dilbert himself, they see an issue with people just being born the way they were. And that these people were disenfranchised and treated like shit for years. And were never given the same opportunities that I would have. And even then, I didn't even get good opportunities. I'm autistic. The second anyone learned about it, I was out the door. Because fuck you and your disability. How about we're not going after you because you're white. We're going after you because you're a piece of shit who needs to have the consequences for their actions and their words. Freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequences. Freedom of speech does not mean freedom of social consequences. You're going to act like a piece of shit, we're going to treat you like a piece of shit. Until you get your fucking act together. Welcome to society. We all participate in it. Even though we don't fucking want to a lot of the time. Hi, welcome to the Angry Announcer of Games stream. I've had a fucking day, lack of sleep, 3 cups of coffee, a Gatorade, and water. Along with 3 burgers that I made from last night. We're running off of anger today. Yes, Aramis. Oh my god. Oh, this is why I love you. This is why you're one of my mods. I could give you a fucking kiss right now, you beautiful bitch. And then we come to Florida. Florida. The state that is basically becoming Nazi Germany, the more we look at it. This is not hyperbole. This is not me just being overreactive. No. The Republican Congress down there in Florida has decided that, hey, you know what? Fuck you. We get to tell you what you get to teach. And you can't teach history, science, LGBTQ stuff to college students. To college students. You thought it was just the fucking preschoolers they were going for? Nah, bitch! They want to tell you how history actually happened. That the blacks loved being slaves. That the Jews liked being killed in the Holocaust. Because white Christian nationalists know everything. You know, Ron DeSantis, a rich white boy who was born with a silver spoon in his fucking mouth that never knew a fucking thing about difficulty or, like, trying to learn or anything, nothing at all. He was handed everything in his fucking life, doesn't even know what the word adversary even means, who in court had to define what being woke was, and lost that court case because he's so fucking stupid, is telling our, like, college students what they can and cannot learn because of this fucking garbage of a culture war. The left is not perpetuating the culture war. The right is. The left can't even agree on what we fucking had for breakfast. Fuck, I wish the left was this fucking smart. I fucking wish we were this organized, and like we were this boogeyman that the right wing uses to demonize us. Holy fuck! We literally had an argument about say her name. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you absolutely fucking shitting me right now? We had an argument over say her name because of a trans girl who was murdered in the streets. And they dead named her. They dead named her. The police and news sources dead named her. And the trans advocates in Britain said, say her fucking name. That's not her name. She had it legally fucking changed. And then some asshole comes out on Twitter and says, you can't say that because that's a Black Lives Matter thing? Are you fucking kidding me? It's a slogan. You know who said, make America great again? It wasn't Donald Trump. He stole that from fucking Ronald Reagan. Are you kidding me? And by the way, BLM, it wasn't even a BLM slogan. It was a native slogan from Canada. Say their name. Say the women who've been kidnapped, raped, murdered, left out to dry. This fucking culture war is insane. It's fucking garbage. Just so they can justify teaching Nazi ideology, white supremacist ideology to fucking kids and teenagers. And we're already seeing the effects of that with fuckers like Andrew Tate. I'll tell you what's going on. Years upon years upon years of attacks against an education system, against science, against freedom of expression. Year after year after year of it. And the American system just going, eh. Even here in Canada, we're seeing it. Where I live, I'm seeing it. I'm planning on fleeing the fucking province in this next election. Goes back to the Conservatives. Are you kidding me? I would rather die than live anywhere where there's a conservative in power. Because they're all such fucking scum, these conservative parties. They tell you exactly what they're going to do to you. We don't care about your kids. We don't care about you. We don't care about anything you have to fucking say. We don't give a shit about history. We want money, and we're going to take your rights away if you aren't a straight white man. Aramis, I fucking love you, buddy. Holy shit. I am angry. I am pissed. And a lot of people are like, you're supposed to be the funny ha-ha man. You're supposed to be the funny ha-ha man. I can't laugh at this. This is life. And I can't do anything about it. Best I can do is vote. Best I can do is yell and make a ruckus. And even then, my own dad believes this fucking garbage. This fucking trash put in front of him. Oh, they took away the high heels of the green M&M. Nestle just got found out for using slave and child labor, and that's what we're worried about? Oh no, it's a very obvious distraction tactic. To stoke up the fucking lead brain filled boomers and Gen Xers who still control like major portions of our political system and our money and finances. Holy fuck. Yeah, you didn't know about it because guess what? The green M&M took over for a little bit because Tucker Carlson likes to jerk it to her. The man has no shame. I can literally show a video of an AI generated voice clip of him reading the fucking Vaporeon meme and nothing. I'm angry because every fucking time that anyone tries to talk about this stuff, tries to bring up how fucking actually scary this is, we have people who are so thin-skinned, people who are so fucking stupid they don't know what they're talking about, come in and say, that's not what's happening, even though I'm pointing right to the scene of the murder. They're not killing schools. As the guy behind him says, I'm going to murder every fucking school program there is, and all you're going to learn is why Hitler was a good person. And why slavery was great. But he didn't say exactly that. Look at the actions. That is exactly what he's saying. Media and government are now aiming at neurodivergents like me. I'm autistic and ADHD and trying to start culture wars, saying that we shouldn't be happy that it's wrong to be neurodivergent. What country do you live in there, Frapp? Holy shit! It's like every time we take a step forward, we take 20 steps back. Listen, I have the solution. England. Shock. Shock, it's England. Oh my god. I'm shocked. Well, not that shocked. England's a cesspool of fucking conservative garbage. Anyway. And I need to point something out here. We have to keep pointing this stuff out. We have to. Don't get me started on the Tories. I'll start on the Tories. I'll start on the fucking conservatives. I'll start on the Republicans. I'll start on all of them. Fuck them. They're all led by a bunch of old fucks who are all racist or sexist or in some way an ist of something. They are all garbage. These conservative leaders. All of them. Their policies don't work. Their ideas don't work. They let companies get away with literal fucking murder and literal just, no safeties, fuck you. Talk about how useless Trudeau is. I don't like Trudeau either, but I'd rather him than any conservative government ever. I don't like Trudeau. I don't. I'm a leftist, not a liberal. But I would rather talk to Trudeau than anyone else on the right. Trudeau is center-right. Or many people call him center-left, even though really his policies are center, with some right-leaning. The guy made weed legal. Woo! Now I won't be arrested for having marijuana for medicinal uses. Woo! And you got to remember, it's not just Trudeau, it's his whole party. It's the whole Liberal Party. They made conversion therapy illegal. Sick. Awesome. Where a lot of conservatives voted against making it illegal. A lot of them did. A Republican in Alaska was just put on fucking blast because fuck them kids, how do we save money? You know, the party of pro-life, save the children, just literally said out loud, fuck the children, how do we save money? Remember, people, you're not pro-life, you're pro-birth. Can we nuke Mars, please? Speed run terraforming it. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Just absolutely fucking drench it in radiation to fix the problem. Let's go. In fact, humanity has failed. Alien overlords, please blow us up. I am done with this shit. The culture war, I'm going to talk about the culture war. The culture war is made up. We're not showing gay sex on TV. We're not showing your kids' tits. We're not doing anything that no one else could. It is okay to have gay characters in a TV show. It is okay to have characters of color in a TV show. It is okay to have harder to learn topics in a TV show. It is okay. It is not woke to have a character be not white and straight. It's life. Woke is being aware of social situations and social problems in our society that lead to inequality. That is what woke is. It is being aware of that. This culture war bullshit, this culture war panic is nothing. It is literally nothing. No one is replacing anyone. What the fuck? My comment's being checked by the mods? Hold on. Let me take a look. What'd you say? I'm not seeing anything. Anyway, this culture war bullshit is nothing. It's literally a bunch of old fucks trying to drum up rage and lying to people's faces. At no point in She-Ra, the Princesses of Power on Netflix, says that white men are bad. At no point. It is just an alternative version of She-Ra. See that stuff at a TV show then. Fragile people who are in the closet. Remember, people, anyone that's homophobic is either just straight up a monster or they're gay and repressing it. As evidenced by the countless of anti-gay legislators constantly caught in men's brothels. It's okay to be gay. It really is. There's no issue with it. Because people want to complain about anything because they don't want it in their life. Scorpia, best girl. Scorpia, best girl. Scorpia, best girl. We stand our big, brawly girls here. We fucking stand them. If they can crush my head between their muscles, their thighs, we fucking stand those women here. The biggest problem you lot have over there is that it's being run by people who believe that the Bible is law. Till that changes, I can't see things improving. Guess what? I have a fucking solution to all of our problems. One, a absolute law of separation of church and state. You cannot bring religion into any debate whatsoever. Your personal beliefs begin and end at the door. Or you cannot quote religion inside a institution of politics. Fuck your religion. You have the right to practice it. You have the right to participate in religion. You are not allowed to use your religion in politics. Fuck you. As well, automatic mandatory retirement at 65. When you are 65, you are not allowed to go into office again. Fuck you. You're too old. Your dementia-ridden brain will doom us all. Fuck you, you old fucks. Fucks. Go to the care home now because your children hate you. Who is Scorpia? Oh, who is Scorpia? Who is fucking Scorpia? Third thing, and I really need everyone to pay attention to this one. If you can't get common facts straight, you don't deserve to be in politics. Enough said. And then if you're going to come at me and say, well, what is facts? Something that the world agrees upon. Like World War II and Nazis bad. That the South seceded because of slavery. No, they secede because states' rights. States' rights to do what, motherfucker? States' rights to do what, motherfucker? Tell me. States' rights to do what? Sorry, I'm gonna find Princess Scorpia for you now. Because we're gonna admire beautiful lady. Please do not show me porn. Go into Google Images. I am reminded of the time that the congressional hearing tried to demand how much time in church should a judge candidate participate weekly. That is irrelevant to their job. We voted them in. We voted them in as our leader because we want them to talk policy, not give us a fucking sermon. What is this? The Catholic Age? The Dark Ages? What the fuck is this? Also, okay. Thank God there is no porn on this page. Hell yeah, let's go. Fucking Scorpion Mommy. Look at this fucking character. Oh my God. She could snip me in half any day. Look at this beautiful fucking woman. She can sing. She can dance. She can give a bear hug. She is fantastic. And she deserves all the love. All of it. Where is she from? She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. She is a part of the antagonists, but she is the best go-getting girl out there and the best friend you can ask for. Absolute fucking goddess. We stand our fucking Scorpias here. We stand them. In the anime Agretzko, they made a point that politics are so polluted by old people who want their country to stay great and complain how the new generation is just weak. Yeah, honestly, guys, here's the thing. I'm not far along enough to see her yet. I will not spoil shit for you. I will not spoil this boat for you. But holy fuck, you are in for a wild ride. Any episode she's in, we stand Scorpia. We stand her. I still gotta finish that anime. Thing in the States keeps banging on about how religious extremists are bad, yet the USA is one of the worst religious extremist countries around. Remember, children, it's not Islamic terrorists that are causing the problems, it's Christian extremist terrorists. But they won't admit that because the Christian groups would have an aneurysm. Even though the FBI and the US military has said, no, the greatest threat to American democracy is far-right white nationalist Christian terrorism. That is the threat to American democracy. Your great experiment is about to come undone because of some fucking dickhead that believes some other guy who was trying to be the nicest man in the world got nailed to a cross because daddy said so. Good job. You look all sane to me. Can you watch She-Ra show without seeing any of the old ones? Yes, it is a complete reboot. You do not need to watch the original She-Ra Princess of Power to watch She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. It is a good show. It is a very good show. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. We're off the dark topic now. Let's talk about She-Ra. Let's talk about shows. I want to talk about shows. I've been having a good time with shows lately. Let's fucking go. She-Ra and the Princesses of Power is a reboot of the original Princess She-Ra. Instead of her, it keeps the spine of what She-Ra was, but adds in a new flavor. There's no He-Man, there's no nothing. This is set in its own plane of existence. She-Ra is working for the bad guys. She straight up works for the Horde. She has been brainwashed and indoctrinated from birth to believe that princesses are evil, that they will eat your children, that they will fucking destroy you. They are absolutely terrifying. And then we cut to actual princesses, and yeah, they're fighting to defend their home and country because holy shit, this invading force is trying to murder them. And She-Ra does not become She-Ra until episode 3, as far as I remember. But the characters are great. Minus Glimmer. The characters have a lot to learn. Minus Glimmer. There's a horse that we all love to fucking hate. Including Glimmer. And they do not let characters off. They do not let characters get away with doing terrible things. the greatest hot mess of our of the late 2010s is Catra. She is the literal, like, she is the literal embodiment of, no, you were a terrible person, and now you gotta earn that shit back. You gotta earn being a good person. You don't just get to walk away from being shit. We're gonna hold you accountable for that. Well, what about my abuse and trauma? Oh, yeah, no, that shit is bad. We feel for you, girl. We understand, but your actions are still your own. You could have stopped the pain anytime, but you chose to keep going. So now, we get to watch you squirm. It is such a good fucking show. It is such a good fucking show. Good stuff. We got Scorpia, we got Catra, we got the Babe Squad. Oh, it's great. Get me more, Daddy. I follow Christ. I question authority, demand accountability from religious groups instead of performative faith, give regularly to the needy, make friends with the outcast, and try to... You see, Aramis, this is why I call you a good Christian. Anyway. Yeah, to be honest, not a fan of Glimmer either. OSP did a great detailed diatribe of the mirrored character arcs between Glimmer and Catra in season 3 and 4, I think. Yeah, I remember that video. Not specifics from it, but I do remember watching it. Next up, what else did I watch? I watched Hiro Mia? Babe, was it Hiro Mia we watched? I think it was Hori Mia. Thank you. Watched Hori Mia, the entire series last night. Oh my god. That shit was gold. Hori Mia is fucking fantastic. It is a great, like, little slice of life anime about how you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, that not everyone is the stereotypes you make them out to be, as long as you talk to them, you get to know them. In a high school setting, at least. Like, the two main characters, the girl is a straight A student. She is one of the best students around. She is perfect to everyone. She's friendly, she's nice, everything. And then you peel back that layer and realize, oh god, she's an overstressed, overworked girl who has to take care of her little brother, has to do everything around the house, has to keep studying on top of that, and as well literally has no spine and can't say no. Oh, unless it's like people asking her out on a date. Because, like, she doesn't see a problem in overworking herself to literal fucking death. And then there's the guy, who everyone, just looking at him, he looks like an otaku, he looks like the kid who, like, at any moment will snap and shoot up the school, all that kind of stuff. And then the main girl meets him outside the school, and the man has tattoos, the man has piercings, the man works at a cake shop, and though he does read manga, he is not into moe at all. And that he's just a genuinely nice guy, like, he's genuinely a good person, if people actually, like, walked up and talked to him. It's just that his communication skills are also a little shoddy. Because, guess what? No one wanted to talk to him. And it's beautiful. It's a good slice of life romantic comedy. And the main girl is a masochist. Holy shit. Is it, like, absolutely funny when she stares her man dead in the eye and says, I want you to call me a bitch. I want you to call me a slut. I want you to slap me across the face. And then the guy goes, why? Because he's an absolute sweet fucking bean. Have you seen the show Hilda? I have not seen it, but I have watched Sarcastic Chorus's videos on it. It's good shit. You sound like me. Yes. Good shit. It's just good. It's just good stuff. Oh my god. I'm hot. Literally. I'm hot. This culture war nonsense, it stops people from watching good shit. It stops people from watching challenging stuff. When did Star Wars become woke? Since 1979, kids. This isn't new shit. Why are they adding black characters to Star Wars? There already was a black character. His name was Lando Calrissian. I got so many anime I gotta watch. Jeez. I'm sticking to reading manga because I can't keep the fuck up with the animes. My god. Oh, I'm also watching Tomo-chan Wants to Be a Girl. Talk about good shit, too. Love it. Good stuff. Absolutely funny anime that actually beats the tropes of the guy and like the best friends becoming lovers kind of a thing, with the main guy acknowledging that his best friend is a girl, just doesn't want things to be awkward, and that the girl is trying to be more girly around him, but is also so fucking terrifyingly strong that she will fucking suplex you to death if you talk to her friends like shit. That show just frustrates me. Just get together already. No spoilers. I'm not gonna spoil shit, but it's good stuff, and I'm finding it funny. I'm not here for the romance. I'm here for the laughs to the romance. But yeah, I used to fall into the trappings of the woke fucking argument. Like, it's woke garbage. And then I actually watched the shows later on, and I laughed. Not at the show, but with the show. Like, their stuff was good. Like, a lot of their stuff was good. And then I actually started critically thinking about the stuff I was reading and watching. One Piece is not just a story about a boy who wants to be Pirate King. No, it is a talk about how a corrupt government has reshaped history, has told nothing but lies, has set a judicial system where slavery, although illegal on the surface, is actually still a very, very norm and common practice that the world nobility still runs. And that, like, the whole Wano arc is a argument against isolationism. It is a antithesis to the idea of isolationism, and that you should not isolate yourself from the world stage, because you become technologically backwards, you don't know what's going on outside, you don't know who are a dangerous threat or not, and you become extremely naive and uncultured to those taking advantage of you. And that you are seen as lesser because you are less developed, you are less civilized than those other groups to them, and you are an easy target to abuse. It was very easy for the Emperor Kaido to walk into Wano and take it over. And yeah, no shit. As well as, like, the dangers of how, and like, just that you should not judge a group by the group they're lumped into. The Straw Hat Pirates have done more net positives than they've done net negatives to anything in the world. Think about what, like, Luffy and the Straw Hat crew has really done to piss off the government. One, a rat guy who Luffy punched in the face for being a corrupt asshole was a corrupt asshole and reported Luffy to the Navy because Luffy got rid of his trafficking ring. Like, his fucking, like, extortion ring. Not his trafficking ring. Beat up one of the warlords of the sea. Even though I love Crocodile, I love his design, love his powers, everything. Just love him as a villain. No credit to Straw Hat. Fuck him. He solved our problem for us. Eh. The only reason Luffy declared war on the government was because, how dare you hurt my friend? Robin was like, I'm not your friend. Like, I tried to kill your friend. I'm a terrible person. I deserve to die. And Luffy looked her dead in the eye and said, stop lying to me. Because you know that's not true. I am your friend. I do care for you. You are a Straw Hat. And I will fucking fight and die for you. I want you to say, I want you to live. I want to live. I want to hear you say it. And then she says, I want to live. And then Luffy responds with, and now I'll show you how far I'll go to save you. Sogeking, shoot that flag. Luffy is not a dumbass in the way that we perceive him. He is actually a very smart and intelligent cookie. He's just a very blunt and straightforward one. He understands what is wrong with people. He just has a more blunt way of going about it. Do not fuck with my or my friend's dreams, because we will fuck with you. Zoro wants to become the world's greatest swordsman. Luffy will die for him to become the world's greatest swordsman. Usopp wants to become the greatest warrior on the sea. Luffy will meet him all the way. Sanji wants to find the All Blue. The All Blue? All the fish you could fucking eat? Sign me the fuck up! Nami, I want to create a map of the world. Cool! I want to explore the world. I want to see what it has to offer. Let's fucking go. Robin, I want to find out the histories of the world. I want to understand and what happened in the past. Cool, I don't necessarily understand, I don't necessarily undercare, but if that's what makes you happy, I will punch the next motherfucker who gets in your way of doing it. Chopper, I want to become the world's greatest doctor. Sick, let's fucking go. Oh, Brooke, I want to be reunited with my best friend and become a proud musician. Let's fucking go, buddy. Frankie, I want to see my ship, the greatest ship ever created, the Sunny, set the seas and be piloted by the king of the pirates. Cool. I need someone who knows how to fix the ship. And come along, big boy. Come along. I know those nuts are twisted, but come along with me. Most recent crew member added to the crew, Jimbei. I respect Straw Hat, and I am his best friend, and I want to fight with him. And be alongside him for when he finally achieves his goal. Come along, Jimbei, you big fish boy. I love you. Get over here and fight with me. We shall take on the seas together, helmsman. You fucking got it, buddy. Luffy does not care where you come from. You have a dream, he will encourage you to go fulfill that dream. And he will punch anyone that tries to take away your dream or tries to make your dream not happen. If your dream involves hurting others and taking away the rights of others, Luffy's gonna punch you in the fucking face. However, Luffy will not get involved if it doesn't involve him. During the Skypiea arc, where like the pirates were talking shit to Luffy, he didn't see a point in fighting them. The only reason he went and punched them in the fucking face was because they attacked his friend. They attacked a nice guy for no reason other than to be cruel dickheads. So Luffy went and beat the shit out of them and proved to them that he's not talk. He is literally all business. Oh yeah! Luffy makes fun of Kobe. Luffy bullies Kobe in the first few episodes, not because Kobe is weak, but because Kobe doesn't have a spine. He picks on him. He definitely calls him an idiot. Because, like, dude, have a spine, please. It is actually kind of sad that someone who has these massive dreams doesn't have the spine to do it. You can do it. Stop talking yourself down. Kobe gets his shit rocked by Luffy, so that way the Navy does not, like, sign Kobe as a pirate spy. He doesn't beat the shit out of Kobe because Kobe punched him. He beats the shit out of him to set the point he's not with me. So you can keep him. And then the next time we see Kobe, Kobe is a fucking warrant officer under Luffy's grandpa. Oh! Give me more, please. I love Kobe. This man became a fucking captain. He is great. I love him. And they actually made Hellamempo a actually good character now. One Piece is the entire design of wanting to see the best in everyone, wanting everyone to achieve their dreams so long as it does not fuck with anyone else. The most recent movie, One Piece Film Red, where it's Shanks' daughter, who I'm just going to talk about the movie. Shanks' daughter believes that the world is just fucked, that that pirates, the navy, the emperors, the world government, all of it gotta go. And when she learns that Luffy is a pirate, it throws her off a little bit, because she's just like, how can my friend be this way? And Luffy's not a pirate because, oh, I get to kill people. He's a pirate because pirates are free. Pirates can do what they want. Pirates can go wherever they want to go. No one can tell a pirate what to do. Ooh. The king of the pirates is the most free man in the world. Let's fucking go. And when she basically says, like when she confronts him about this, Luffy says, no, I'm not going to help you. Because your dream goes against mine. And your dream is very wrong. And he doesn't point out the philosophical argument. He just says, your argument wrong. Because Luffy doesn't need a complex conversation with her. He doesn't need to justify himself to her. He just says, and I quote, this is the life I want to live, and you need to accept that. For good and for ill. I'm gonna get hurt. It's a part of life. And he never once throws a punch at her. He does not want to hurt her. Not because, oh, she's fragile and girl. Because she's his friend. She's his hero's daughter. He doesn't want to hurt her. Not physically, not emotionally, not mentally. He just doesn't agree with her. And he does get in the way of her plans. He willingly puts himself in the front line. And tells her, you need to fucking stop. Because this is wrong. And that you can't just decide for everyone. You can't just exude your authority over everyone. Luffy has the literal power to exude his will over everyone with haki. He rarely uses the Emperor's haki. He uses the Bushido and the Sense haki. Like the armament haki and the Sense. He rarely ever uses his will haki. Where, like, that's the one where, like, your willpower is so intense that people just collapse just being around you. He rarely exudes that. What's Goku's thing? I mean, like, how will Luffy fight for your dreams? What's Goku's thing? Goku... Okay, so, I'm gonna go with the original non-English dub Goku. Goku is the person that does not believe in a ceiling. He does not believe that you can never get stronger. He believes that there is always someone better. There is always something better. That you can always achieve it with hard work, with self-discipline, so on and so forth. Continue to improve yourself because you are never, ever, like you should never, ever just accept what you are. You should always strive to be better. Now, Goku is also a fucking idiot. I am going to call him out right now because in How they're writing Goku now is that he puts everything on the line for a good fight, which is dumb. When they brought his character over to the West, we here in the West do not like characters who are more self-centered, let's put it, who are more willing to just fight for fight's sake. So that's why they changed him into a more Superman-like character with, like, I'm the hope of the universe, I am the light in the darkness, that kind of thing, because we more tend to gravitate towards people like Superman here in the West, rather than someone like Sun Wukong in Journey to the West. Most of us problems are bad writing. Thank you. The good message of Goku is that one should not limit themselves because they believe there is nowhere else to go. Goku, the second Goku finds someone stronger than him, he does not go and wallow. He does not go and cry himself to sleep. He does not go and accept it. He learns of Beerus, the God of Destruction, says immediately, I want to fight him, and learns real fucking quick where he lies in the pecking order. And then says, fuck your pecking order, I'm going to learn to be stronger. The Battle of Gods movie, where Beerus tells him, how does it feel to be a god? To have the powers of a god within your very hands? Goku says, I hate it. And that takes Beerus off guard. Why do you hate it? You have the powers of a god. You are strong. You are stronger than anything you've ever been before. Why do you hate it? Because it's not my earned strength. I did not earn this. I do not want this. But I am willing to use it if it means saving my home. Goku does not like things being handed to him because it's insulting. It's not for him. He does not like power being handed to him. It's why he turned down the role of God of Destruction. He is not in it to be all-powerful, all-commanding. He does not want the power given to him. He wants to earn it naturally. You can become a God of Destruction through hard work. But if you're handed godhood, what's the point? It's not for him. I got all the blue bricks, though. Sick. I like the first 2 seasons of Dragon Ball Z Kai. Nice! Now I want to learn about the other shonen protagonists like Naruto, Luffy, Goku, and such. Naruto is a very much a story about how one who is not great can become so. I may not like Naruto very much because I just find him annoying, and I just don't like the Sasuke show that much. But Naruto is a very good story about how a kid who is a delinquent, who is this problem child, who has dreams and aspirations, has to learn to grow. He grows up. And how he chooses to grow up. Naruto does not become great because, oh, he mastered the fox spirit. He mastered chakra. No. He's great because he chose to be a good person. That despite his upbringing, despite everything that he went through, he still chose to be a good person. Because he knows what it's like to be treated like shit. Where Gaara of the Seven Sands lashed out, became a monster in his own right because of his isolation and his abusive father. Naruto, who had no family, no nothing, who had to learn that his community was his family, was his direct polar opposite. And when Naruto beat him, it woke up Gaara to who he was. He was no better than the people who kept hurting him. Sasuke, a man literally hell-bent on revenge. Naruto has more of a reason to go after everyone than Sasuke does. But he doesn't. And they do not grandstand Naruto as this pillar of justice, this pillar of absolute. Naruto is just a good person who wanted his best friend back. Regardless of how Sasuke felt about Naruto, Naruto saw Sasuke as his friend. Naruto got visibly and emotionally upset when people were hiding stuff from him, because he should have known about it. Like, fuck Sakura. Fuck her. Just all the way up and down with how she treated Naruto in a lot of ways. It was not right for her to do that. And Naruto will always be a story about how one should always choose to be better. Hinata, though, girl got her win. Girl got her win. We will not complain about that. She got her fucking win. I may not like Naruto, but you know what? I was rooting for that blind girl. Good job, girl. Also, Mumaru, good job, buddy. Way to that sand girl. Anyway. Ichigo is from Bleach. Ichigo. I've watched some Call Me Mark. It's a video on the whole Bleach series. And honestly, Ichigo is pretty interesting as a character. Ichigo is the kind of person who... He was the person who always settled. He was the kind of person who never wanted to get in the way. However, just because he says it doesn't mean he actually believes it. Ichigo would go out of his way to protect his friends. He would go out of his way to protect people. Even if he said, it's not my business, I have no stakes in this, he would walk away for a second and then come back and stop the attackers from hurting somebody. Ichigo is driven by those around him. And the second he lost that drive, the second he lost meaning in his life, he spiraled. And then he had to learn that he does not need others to give him meaning, he needs to give himself meaning. And that's a very good lesson that, like, yes, having friends, having relationships, perfect, awesome. They can motivate you to do better things. But you should also be able to motivate yourself to keep following your dreams, to keep doing what you love. It is not healthy. It is not good for somebody to give up because they cannot motivate themselves. They cannot get out of bed. It is okay to have off days. It is okay to be sad. It is not okay when you start self-destructing people. You stop making friends with people. One Punch Man? Oh, yes. Seen and read. Good shit. Mob Psycho 100? Good shit. One is a good fucking writer. Terrible artist, but good fucking writer. Good fucking storyteller. God, One Punch Man and Mob Psycho 100 are both fantastic. One is great at what he does. I don't like Black Clover. I haven't watched Black Clover. I am not interested in watching Black Clover. I'm sorry. I have no magic. Well, here. Break the system. Fuck magic. What? What? Oh, you have a demon brother, by the way. What? What? Now you fused with your demon brother. What? This is dumb. I'm bored. You're boring me. If I were you, I would look for a new provider. Honestly deserved. Hi, boss. Hi, Fall Might. Are you sure of that spelling? uh, it doesn't matter whatever provider I change to. All of them are shit. Every last one of them are shit. All of them are garbage. The best we get is 2.5 stars here in Canada. We literally get worse internet over here than in like any country with like one internet service provider. We literally have shit internet over here. Anyway. Focus up, focus up, focus up, focus up. Baba Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is a little difficult for me because it's just overly brutal. Though there is a lot there, I want to watch it, but at the same time, I'm really hesitant to because of Vacuum Girl. Boss, you're Canadian too? Yes! I've been Canadian for years. I've never left the country. I hate that I've never left the country. I want to see the world. Please help, donate. I love you. Anyway. Actually, I might give you some competition on that internet thing. Oh, I know. I tried Hunter x Hunter, got one to finish the race thingy, and then forgot to watch it again. Like, first couple episodes. Sick. Note, just because I don't like a thing does not mean it's bad. I just personally don't like it. And Asuka from fucking not Hunter x Hunter, Black Clover annoys the fuck out of me. I just can't watch it because of him. I'm pretty sure, given enough time, I will read the manga for Hunter x Hunter. But in the meantime, I'm good. I got a lot on my plate right now, as is. Back to One Punch Man and Mob Psycho 100. I love the messages behind that. One Punch Man is the story about how a man achieved greatness and then had nothing left to do. Saitama is a literal dumbass who couldn't find a job, lives in the worst section of the city, and has to literally go coupon hopping because he's literally useless. However, he is the One Punch Man. Any monster he fights, he will destroy in one punch. And he's bored. It bores him. Just like how absolute power in any video game bores us. We are bored. We get bored as people. And it is a very good story about how Saitama, how a lot of people who want to be like all powerful, who meet Saitama and actually know who Saitama is, quickly learn that being all powerful does not make you the shit. It makes you depressed. Saitama is at his happiest when he has a goal put in front of him, where a challenge that is not something that he can just punch away is put in front of him. When he fights King in video games, King absolutely decimates his dumb ass. And instead of like giving up, he's like, no, I'm gonna get better. Rock, paper, scissors with Silver Fang. He got frustrated with it. And he wanted to keep trying. The only reason he is not shot up to S-rank hero is because he doesn't want to. He is fine where he is. His power does not make him great. He just wants to live his life and be a good person. He's a hero for fun, nothing more. The hilarious moment when he holds his breath in space, keeping in mind he wasn't holding it before. Oh my god, he's just great. I love him so much. I think he was offered S rank and said no thanks. Yes, he was offered S rank. But he doesn't want the spotlight on him. And there's a reason for that. The Sea King incident. When you watch the Sea King incident, it is a horror show about how all these different heroes get picked apart. All these strong heroes, ranking from the highest of B to the like mid of S, could not stop Seeking. Genos, who is the bottom tier of the S rank, one of the strongest heroes, got fucking decimated by him. Sure, he had to defend a little girl who would have been melted into fucking nothing, but he still lost. And then here comes Saitama. Punch. Dead. All that effort, all that sacrifice, nothing, because Saitama showed up. And one person points that out. Why are we paying for this? All these guys got picked apart. They were literally useless. They didn't do shit to this guy. And then here comes one guy who solved the problem. Why are we paying for this? Why are we supporting this? These heroes were useless. Useless. Would you call a firefighter useless if he died in a fire? Would you call a pilot useless because they died in a plane crash that wasn't their fault? Would you call a paramedic useless if they failed to save a life? No. Failure does not equal uselessness. And Saitama realized that. Moomin Rider bought the people an extra 30 seconds. An extra 30 seconds. Because he had the balls to stand up. He was the person willing to stand up in the face of adversity, in the face of absolute terror. Moomin Rider, a guy who rides a fucking bicycle, stood up, threw his bicycle at Seeking, said, "Let's fucking go," punched him once, and then got knocked the fuck out the next second. He had more courage in his heart than the person that complained about him. And Saitama, recognizing that, saves their skin by saying, "Ah ha ha ha! Now I'll get all the credit. All these heroes, ha ha, they must have weakened him for me. Ha 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 ha. His image to him does not matter. Saitama does not care about how he looks to others. He saved their damn lives. They should be grateful they are alive. They should be grateful that these heroes actually saved their lives. Sure, the hero system is broken. It does not work very well. It encourages infighting among heroes and encourages pecking orders. But they're still good. They are still good people just trying to do good work. The C rank was meant to file out people that were there for the money. But you literally cannot expect everyone to be ready for every situation. Saitama punches a meteor in half, like destroys a meteor. Someone's house is crushed. They start bitching about him at it. Like they start bitching to him about it. You have your life. Move to a different house. What about all my stuff? Cool, you can get new stuff. Not my problem anymore. Anyone else? Anyone else have a fucking issue with me? I could have let the meteor hit you. I could have. Then none of us would be here to complain. Saitama is the ultimate example of a person who just wants to live their life, live a good life, and is willing to protect others, but is not willing to sit there and listen to worthless bitching. Your house got crushed. Shit, I'm sorry. What do you want me to do about it? I can't build you another one. That's what the community is for. That's what we as humans do. We rebuild as much as it takes. Sorry, I'm not good at building shit. I punched a rock that would have killed you. Now, would you excuse me? I'm gonna go back home to my two-room apartment and cry myself to sleep because I hate that I have this power. And then there's Mob Psycho 100. This is many people's favorite for a very good reason. This is part of my top 3. Mob Psycho 100 is the story about your powers do not make you cool. You are no different from the rest of us. Mob, at a very young age, learned that his powers don't mean shit, that he is boring without his powers, and that his powers are extremely fucking dangerous. Mob is the pure essence of a good boy. He is the goodest of boys. But he is still a child. But he is a child who is aware of his faults and his shortcomings. He does not see having his psychic powers as special. His older brother, who is far superior to him in every way. Good at sports, good at talking to people, has all the ladies liking him. Mob sees that as good. But his brother sees Mob as like this god to be worshipped, this thing that he envies. Even though Mob could not talk his way out of a paper bag. And then Mob meets Reagan. The person who tells you not what you want to hear, but what you need to hear, but in a way that makes it sound like you wanted to hear it. Reagan is a con man, but he's a con man with a conscience. He cons people into being better people. You're a piece of shit. He'll say it straight to your face. You are a terrible person. He will say it straight to your face. You'll never understand my pain. My family abandoned me because I'm a freak. I understand you. I understand you completely. I, too, was abandoned by my parents. What? Yes. During a picnic for the school. My parents goes to Reagan because Reagan we all fucked. And that's something Mob is terrified about. You gotta understand that Mob is Mob wants to be more than what he is. And that's good. Mob wants to learn how to do bodybuilding. You will never meet a more badass group than the Body Appreciation Club. The boys in that club, oh my god, they will die for Mob. They love their boy. Not because he's a psychic, but because he's willing to put in the effort to improve himself. The Body Improvement Club